All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to Odoo XP. Welcome to this session. A session that's about inside the playbook of a successful Odoo partner and what top performers do differently. My name is Yassine. I'm a key account or key partner manager at Odoo, and I'm managing the big partners in Belgium and the Netherlands. Before I start, please try to scan the QR code so you can ask me questions afterwards, and I'm happy to answer the questions that you are putting on a pad. But before that, I have a question for you guys. Please put your hands up if you are an Odoo partner. Okay, wow, a lot. Okay, please put your hands up if you are not an Odoo Gold partner. If you are not. Okay, cool. Well, the reason why I ask this question is because, as you know, I think there are around 11,000 partners, 5,000 partners official Odoo partners, 261 gold partners, and amongst those 261 gold partners, there are around 45 or 50 very experienced gold partners that are playing the Champions League, how I say it. And this is the reason why I started this talk, and this is the reason why I talked to those partners, because I've made a lot of interviews with those partners to understand, like, how are you performing that well? I talk to a lot of partners worldwide. Whenever I go to another country, last time I was in Morocco, for example, I was talking to other partners to understand what are you doing differently. And always I got the question from them like, Yassine, please tell us, what are the top performing partners doing? That was my question, and this is why I talked to 14, one of the top performing partners that we have within Odoo. And first of all, I want to thank all the partners that were in the call and that I have the chance to speak to. So please give them an applause. Thank you very much. Because without them, it will not be possible to have this talk. Well, all those top performing partners, they have something in common. And I've concluded that in 3 main topics. So the first one is they all have a smart and structured sales process. The second thing is that all those partners have a focus on a specialization and a vertical expertise. And then of course the strategic collaboration with an Odoo. So these are the 3 main topics that I've concluded. So let's dig deeper into it. A smart and structured sales process, what do I mean with it? As you know, all partners, all businesses in general, they need sales. Without sales, they cannot implement projects. So they need to have a structured way to do sales. Well, to do sales, you need leads. So I asked the questions to our top performing partners like, hey, what are you doing to do the lead generation? Well, first of all, they started and they told me, look, Yassine, we all use our own website. We get a lot of leads from our website. I talk also to the starting partners and they tell me like, we don't put Odoo on our website because it's not necessary. While the top performing partners do that. They get leads directly from their website, they fill in their contact form, and in that way they can communicate directly with the prospect. And of course, the website is made in Odoo, which is obvious of course. The second thing is the Odoo partner page. I think you all know that we changed the Odoo partner page recently because we had some objections from partners that say the partner page all fine, but a lot of gold partners, they are benefiting from it because they are on the first place, the second place, the third place, and those are the partners that are being contacted. So we heard your feedback and we changed that process. So what can you do now in the partner page? The customer can go on our partner page, they can select the vertical, if they work on production or anything else, they can look for the localization and they can look for the partner they are looking for. And in that way, they get another list of partners which can help them. Why is this important? On our Odoo partner page, you have a partner description. And I've seen a lot of partners that do not look at the partner description. They just put a text, what they do as a partner, and that's it. While the top performing partners all have a call to action, they all have a video that explain what they do, they have a link, so try to make it very dynamic, even your partner description. A second thing is the references. I'm someone, and I think my partners know it, whenever they close a deal, I always ask them, guys, send me a description of your reference, which is very important. I will tell you why. Last time I was speaking to a customer, and I asked them, Just a curious question, how did you find this partner? Because you know we have a lot of partners in that region. And they told me, Yassine, we don't Google anymore, we just used ChatGPT, and we asked, we are looking for a partner in Antwerp that is very strong in distribution and can help us with Odoo. And then they said it redirected us to our partner page. So it is so important to have a good description for your customers as well and for your references. The second thing, of course, SEO, Google Ads. I know that in some countries, the partner always wants to be a number one, and this is something that the top performing partners also investing in a lot. Another thing is that the top performing partners always have their own events. They organize their own events, but they are also in the business shows that we are having. To give you an example of some top performing partners, what they do for their events, they have breakout sessions in the evening, for example, where they have 3 different topics like accounting, production, inventory, but they have a lunch and learns. They have a meeting with their customer where they can have a meeting at their customer's place, or they have a breakfast session. So there are a lot of things to do, and you don't need a lot of budget to create or organize your own event. References, 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 or referrals, referrals, referrals. That is something that is so important. Just to give you an example, let's say if someone is asking me, I'm from Ghent, and if someone is asking me, Yassine, we would like to go to a restaurant in Ghent. Can you please recommend us a restaurant? Well, for me it's easy because I know a good restaurant. I say, hey, you know what? You can maybe go and eat there. People talk to people. It's the same with business. If they're happy with you as a partner, they will recommend you to their customers. And I know a lot of partners that they are afraid to ask the question to their customers like, hey, you're a happy customer. Can you maybe talk to one of your colleagues and tell them like, hey, I have a good partner and maybe you might be interesting? So please focus on your references. The top performing partners also have an account manager. So they don't only do sales or prospect, but they also have an account manager that work on those existing customers. Of course, they are using a lot of lead platforms like ZoomInfo, etc. And one of the most interesting things that I've heard that a partner told me as well is that they are collaborating with other partners and other consultants, etc. as well. To give you an example, there is a partner in South America. He has different partners that are looking for leads for them. They are working with a marketing agency, and whenever the marketing agency sees a customer and they need an ERP system, they are redirecting directly to the partner. And the other way around, of course. If a marketing agency can sell their services to a customer of the partner, they are collaborating. So try to collaborate, try to contact other companies so you can benefit from each other. Of course, we just received the leads. What is the next thing? It is so important, and that's what the top performing partners always do. They have a structured sales process. I saw some partners where the sales do whatever they want. It's not that they have a structural sales process, but it's important that everyone needs to do sales in the same way. Like for example, the leads, the top performing partners, they do not wait more than 12 hours to contact the lead directly. Because you know, if you wait 2, 3, 4 days, the landscape within Odoo, there are a lot of partners, so they are going to contact other partners or even other software as well. Another thing is the qualification. And the qualification can never be less than 30 minutes. Within Odoo, we have also a direct sales team. And the direct sales team, we have a team that works on 1 to 5 users, so very small companies. And they do minimum of 1 hour qualification when they talk to that prospect, sometimes even 1 hour and a half. Previously, I was talking to a partner, and he told me that, Yassine, I did a qualification for 50 minutes, and afterwards I gave a demo, 45 minutes, they are so happy they're going to sign. I said, okay. After 3 weeks, I followed up. I said, partner, did they sign? No, they are ghosting me. It is normal, because you didn't do a proper qualification. So the qualification is so important, and as well, the qualification is something that you can use at the end for your closing. If the customer is telling you, you know what, we are losing 5 hours of our time, we are losing money, we are losing this is all the things that you can use afterwards. And if the customer is telling you, you know what, I don't think I will sign because we have our priorities. But then you have something to quantify. But customer, you told me before that you lose 5 hours per week on that thing. So isn't that something that you want to change? This comes from the qualification. The third thing is, of course, the demonstration. And the demonstration needs to be based on the qualification itself. So a tailor-made demo based on customer needs. Give you an example. If the customer says, you know what, I have a colleague, John, that works in the HR department, and John is losing a lot of time in putting employees every time in the app and putting them on a pay slip and etc. Use that afterwards, use that in the demonstration. Tell them like, you know what, last time you were talking about John? Well, John has now a solution with an Odoo. Follow up. Every time that you give a demo, follow up. Very, very important. And this, I'm talking now to the sales managers in the team, please put that as something, a must that they need to do. After a demo, follow up directly within 2-3 weeks, that you have a follow-up call to understand. Because you owe them. You gave them your time. You did the qualification, the demo, so they need to give you some time for a follow-up to understand, okay, what's the next step? Are you signing? Are you not signing? What can we do business or not? But you need to book a follow-up meeting after the demo. And the last thing, of course, is closing. The top performing partners always have closing in mind, even at the beginning. Of course, they do not push, but it's important that you know that you need to win a project. And please avoid email. If you want to follow up, call them directly. Don't send them an email like, are you still interested? Because they will never reply. What else? Of course, it is important to speak the language of your customer during the demo. I know at the beginning, if the partner is still starting and he is very technical, very functional, he's going to speak about APIs, about an ADI, about very functional and technical stuff. But if I am an owner of a company and I've never heard about those words, you will lose me directly. The top performing partners are translating those words in business language. Another important thing as well is willingness to say no to projects that do not have a fit. A partner that told me during the interviews, I asked him like, yeah, what is the thing that you would like to change if you start over again? He said, you know what, Yassine? At the beginning, the biggest mistake that I made as a partner is the fact that I accepted all customers, all kind of customers. I didn't care if they were a good fit for us or not. I just accepted them. This is something that I would never do again. So this is a tip that I can give you as a starting partner as well. Please think about, because okay, it can generate revenue at the beginning, but it will be a hassle at the end. A last thing is, of course, a clear differentiation between Quick Start and MMC. As you know, Quick Start is for smaller projects. MMC, mid-market and corporate, are for bigger projects. So you can never handle an MMC size deal the same way as a Quick Start size deal. And the high-performing partners also have different teams. So they have a team that is working, like us, Odoo as well, on smaller projects, and a team on bigger projects. All right, we spoke about the sales process. The next thing is, of course, to be a specialist, and having a vertical expertise. What do I mean with this? For this, I would like to introduce you to my best friend, John. And as you can see, John, he is doing everything on the same time. He is calling, he is reading, he is working, he is cooking, like everything. But the thing is, John is not an expert in everything. He is just doing some stuff, and afterwards he's waiting for a result. This is his wife, Jennifer. And as you can see, Jennifer is very structured. Jennifer is a financial controller, and she only works on her finance documents. Do not ask her anything about sales, because she will say, look, I don't know, go to the sales department. Do not ask her anything about IT, because she will say, sorry, that's not my domain. What is the moral of the story? A lot of partners at the beginning, they try to work on every kind of customer, on all verticals. They will say, look, production, I can help you. Services, I can help you. Finance, I can help you. That's not the way the top performing partners work. One of the top performing partners told me, and this is one of the biggest partners that we have within Odoo, that they work on 3 verticals, only 3. And whenever they get a lead from, for example, distribution, they send it directly to another partner because they collaborate with each other there. What is the solution for this? So focus on a few verticals. Be an expert in a few verticals. Hire a domain expert. So all the top performing partners have also an expert in finance, for example, an expert in production. Depends what vertical you are working on, of course, but it's important to have some business knowledge internally as well. And of course, only sell Odoo. I've never seen a company that is successful while selling Salesforce, Sage, Exact Online, Odoo, 4 or 5 different sales management systems. It doesn't exist. 95% of our leading Odoo partners only sell Odoo. So what I want to tell you is, please don't have FOMO. Try to focus on the thing that you are very strong in, and just grow your company that way. So we talked about sales. We talked about being a specialist, the verticalization. The last thing that I want to talk about is the collaboration with Odoo. This is a picture of the Belgium Antwerp office last year at Odoo Experience as well. I think we were 40 or 45 back then. Now we doubled, we are with 100. Why do I show you this picture? Well, as a partner, as you know, you have 2 important stakeholders: your partner manager and your customer success. But next to that, you have also other stakeholders within Odoo, and I really recommend you to talk to them as well. We are today here in Odoo Experience, so go talk to a consultant, go talk to a direct sales, go talk to an MMC, go talk to support, because it is so important to have an internal network, and that's what the top performing partners have. They have an internal network within Odoo. But let's go back to your main stakeholders, the CSTI and the partner manager. But the collaboration between Odoo and the partner is a must. That's something that we can conclude. But what is the reason? Well, first of all, the account manager, for example, or the CSTI, is working on existing customers for upsells, for new insights. There are a lot of stuff that the account manager knows just by talking to a customer. And he will let you know as a partner, hey partner, I heard that they're going to upsell, or I heard that they have some troubles. So it is important. The top performing partners have minimal once a month a call with their CSTI. Even though if you only have 20 customers, have that call, because we are here to help you. Sales coaching and deal support. As you know, partner managers, they were also sellers, either within Odoo, either within a company. Our partner managers are very experienced and they know how to sell. So they can help you, they can give you insights on how we sell within Odoo. And as well, deal support. We are here to help you with the introduction. We are here to help you with the demo, with the closing. I've heard some starting partners telling us like, you know what? We don't need your help. We don't want you to help us. We will call you whenever we need an offer, or we will call you whenever we need you. Well, the biggest partners are calling us every day. We are having contact every day with them. Hello Yassine, what do you think about this? Do you think this is a strategic good choice? Or do you think we would do this in this way? What do you think about this demo? Can you give the demo for us? A lot of partners forget that we can give demos for their customers. So please use us. And as you know, you can get some extra leads via the partner manager. But how? The partner manager needs to know everything about your business. What you eat, what you drink, what you think about, what your vertical is, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. If we know what you do as a business, we have a lot of contact internally within Odoo. And if a lead comes in and a colleague tells me, you know, Yassine, we have an interesting lead in, for example, Paris, and they need a partner that is specialized in production. Do you have someone? Of course, then I will say, I have a good partner for that. So the communication between you and the partner manager is so crucial, so important. The last one is, don't forget that you have the backup of the editor during sales calls. Imagine if a small company in, for example, Morocco, you as a partner, you are trying to convince them to work with you, and they say, you know what, I'm not 100% sure. Ask your partner manager, can you please maybe call the prospect yourself? For the customer, it would be a wow, wow, someone from Odoo is calling me, am I that special? Use us for that. We are here to help you. So the conclusion actually is a win-win for everyone. So 3 main topics that I want you to remember after leaving this talk is, first of all, make sure that you have a smart and structured sales process. The second thing is focus on being a specialist and having a vertical expertise. Don't have FOMO, don't do anything, don't do everything, I would say. And the last thing is, of course, the importance of a strategic collaboration with Odoo. And my question to you is, are you ready to become the next top partner? Are you ready to be the one that will be interviewed in a few years by someone of my colleagues. Actually, it's so easy to do that. What's the solution for this? Go and harass and stalk your partner manager. Go to your partner manager. Tell him, look, we really want to become the next top partner. Help us. What is your strategy? What do you think? What we can do? So they are here, or we are here to help you. We are all here present in Odoo Experience. Try to book a call now, or book a call next week, and we are happy to help you and advise you. Thank you very much. I think we have 5 more minutes for some questions. If you have any questions popping in, you still have the QR code to ask.
What is your QR code?
Just a technical thing. Voilà. Here. You can use my phone. All right, we have 3 more minutes.
How are successful partners structuring their pricing? What is the ratio of implementation fees versus support fees? Okay, this is a trick question actually. Let's start from the first one. How are successful partners structuring their pricing?
I will take the second question as well.
Okay.
I think it is very difficult to give now prices because every partner here is in a different region. But the most top performing partners, they have of course their hourly fee, but of course they have their fee for their analysis. So all top performing partners, they perform an analysis before they even start working on a project. There they have a fee depending on how many days they are going to do the analysis. And afterwards, they have a project fee. This is for the implementation. And some partners even add a maintenance fee. Because as you know, for the upgrades, for support, etc., this is a monthly fee that the customer needs to pay to a partner. And this is what most top partners do for the moment.
Okay, can you give us some examples about the best expertise to have when you're a partner already silver or gold? Or to become a top partners?
That's a best expertise, I would say, the verticals, right?
Yes.
Well, it's a difficult question as well. This is something that you need to discuss with your partner manager. Why? Because every market is different. For Belgium, for example, I can say that the market as production, distribution, wholesale, those are very powerful markets, and we have a lot of companies or production companies here in Belgium, and they are always asking for a software as Odoo. But I cannot answer that question for example, a customer in Senegal. So this is a good question to ask your partner manager yourself during the call that you will have next week with them, to tell them, I want to become a next top partner.
One that I think is really honest. If you give a demo for my customer, doesn't that make me look a bit incompetent?
Very, very, very good question. Well, yeah, I would say no. Because, first of all, the demo will be given together. My style is to prepare the demo together, to give, for example, a demo. I can start with a demo, CRM, sales, and purchase, for example. And the second part of the demo can be done by the partner. So it has nothing to do with being incompetent. Incompetent, sorry. It is just kind of a teamwork.
I think it's the last one. What kind of clients or industry focus as a freelance partner? I think the question is on which kind of clients in each industry you should focus more.
Well, again, I think it's the same as the previous question that I had. It is really depending on what market that you are working. So it's very difficult today to give an answer on that because I am working on the Belgian and Dutch market. Every market is different. So I cannot answer that question, unfortunately, for, let's say, Odoo globally.
Okay, I think we are out of time for the question, but if you have any more thing or the one we couldn't tackle now, there is the partnership booth where you can go in the Odoo village and ask anything else.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.